Well, look what happens in verse 13. So after they stand on their feet and they come up in the cloud, in the same hour, verse 13, there's a great earthquake. A tenth of the city, so a tenth of Jerusalem fell in the earthquake. 7,000 people were killed. The rest were afraid and gave glory to the God of heaven. Isn't that neat? Remember what I said yesterday? Why does God send disasters? Some people, when they get shaken up by disasters, look up. Most people don't. They get mad at God and they look down in self-preservation. Verse 18, I love. And it says, the nations were angry and your wrath has come, the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and you should reward your servants. And those who fear your name, small and great, should destroy those who destroy the earth. Worship of the earth is what the lost earth dwellers, they shake their fist at God, just like here, those that were shaken enough, they give glory to God, but the rest of them won't. There's this contrast, and by the way, God describes the people that are lost as earth dwellers 7 times in Revelation. And by the time we get to verse 19, God reminds us, worship is how we always remember God's wrath and justice are holy. It says in verse 19, the context of all this is the temple of God was opened. The ark of his covenant was seen in the temple. Remember I told you the first class? Indiana Jones didn't find the ark. We know where it is. It's in heaven. The real ark is in heaven. The ark of the covenant, verse 19, was seen in his temple, and there were lightnings, noises, thunderings, earthquake, and great hail. All of this is just such a reminder of the context of all this is the throne of God and these 7 angels coming out to the edge of heaven, and they're coming out blowing their trumpets, and then in a couple of classes, the same 7 are going to come out, and they're going to dump their bowls. And all the context of Revelation is before the throne of God and worship. So what is worship, by the way? When it says here that verse 16, they sat before God and fell on their faces and worshiped God. What is worship? When we worship, by the way, worship, the word is proskuneo in Greek, and it means to kiss toward, and it's the giving of adoration to something or someone. And so we adore God, and when we adore him, he quickens our consciences by his holiness, and we need that. Makes us alive to how holy he is. As we worship, God nourishes our minds by his truth. We need that. Our minds get all polluted by the falsehood. When we worship, God purifies our imaginations. Boy, do we need that. There's a lot of impure imaginations going on, and worship is a time we purify our imaginations by seeing what God says is beautiful. As we worship, God opens our hearts to his love. There's something about worship that just fills us. God is love, and we have love. And as we worship, we submit our wills to his purpose. And that's the most important thing. All of this happens when we submit to him, because when we're around God, he overflows in our lives.